Your thoughts are hijacking your life, constantly racing, spiraling, controlling your emotions, and shaping your self-worth. How much longer will you let this happen? You're not stuck with this, but it's going to take more than just wishing for peace of mind. What if you could escape this mental chaos, if only for a few moments, and experience life in its purest form, right here, right now? You're about to learn how to stop letting your thoughts dominate you. And it's not some vague promise. This is the reality you can tap into today. If you're truly committed to your personal growth, now's the perfect moment to take action. Subscribe to our channel Motivation Basics and like this video if you're committed to improve every day. Don't keep this to yourself and share it with someone who's ready to break through their own barriers today. Let's stop talking and start doing this together. Imagine for a moment that the endless chatter in your mind vanishes, replaced by calm, clarity, and the serenity that's been hiding beneath the noise. It's not a fantasy. It's a skill you can master. Letting go of the grip thoughts have on you allows you to reconnect with a deeper, more peaceful version of yourself. Once you break free from this cycle, life becomes clearer, lighter, and more joyful. This is the first step to a life that isn't dictated by your thoughts, but by your ability to remain present. Let's uncover the power of this shift together. The first one is that awareness is the key to escaping this mental autopilot and regaining control of your life. One of the most effective ways to begin is by re-establishing a connection with your breath. In spite of the fact that your breath is always there, you frequently fail to recognize its significance. On the other hand, when you pay attention to your breath, an extraordinary thing takes place. You start to root yourself in the here and now. Every inhalation serves as a constant reminder that you are alive, that you are in this very moment, and that the only thing you actually possess is the present moment. Eckhart Tolle, in The Power of Now, emphasizes how our thoughts often cause us to disconnect from the present moment. He writes, "The mind is a superb instrument if used rightly. Used wrongly, however, it becomes very destructive. To be in the present moment, you need to become aware of how your thoughts create a barrier between you and your true self. By simply breathing and focusing on the act of inhalation and exhalation, we can detach from these mental patterns and reconnect with the profound peace of the present moment." Let us take a moment to investigate the extent to which this way of doing things can be effective. Please take a moment to close your eyes and inhale deeply before continuing. First, allow the air to fill your lungs, and then gently expel the air out. Feel how your body reacts to the air that you breathe in. Every time you take a breath in and out, it serves as a reminder that you are alive and that you are present in this moment. From the time you take your first breath, you are bringing yourself back to the here and now. Performing this straightforward action might assist you in developing a heightened awareness and re-establishing a level of serenity and presence in your life. The act of breathing is not merely a physical activity. Rather, it is a portal to a more profound awareness. Whenever you take a breath, you are putting distance between yourself and your ideas. Your mental chatter shifts from being something you are caught up in to something you are just watching. This change in viewpoint is extremely effective because it enables you to remove yourself from the never-ending stream of ideas and simply be in the moment while doing so. Through the practice of breath awareness, you can begin to experience life from a point of greater clarity and presence. Although you are not your thoughts, you are the experience of your breath. As Eckhart Tolle suggests in A New Earth, when you no longer need to figure things out or understand them, when you let go of your need to control life, you surrender to life itself. And in doing so, you allow the presence of life to flow through you. Each breath you take is a surrender, an invitation to let go of the need to control and to experience life fully as it is in the present moment. As we continue on this trip, we will delve into some useful advice that will help you incorporate mindfulness of your breath into your everyday life. The cultivation of increased presence and mindfulness. can be accomplished via the use of these straightforward strategies, which will enable you to have a more meaningful experience of life. Establish a sacred space for the purpose of presence. Your first order of business is to establish a location in which you can train yourself to be totally present. It could be a secluded area of your home, a particular spot in a park, or any other location that exudes an air of calm and serenity. Away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it is essential to identify this area as a sanctuary of tranquility and peacefulness. In order to create an atmosphere that is conducive to presence and feels peaceful, you should make it cozy by adding some cushions, soft lighting, or a plant. When you approach this area, give yourself a gentle reminder that you are entering a period of time that is characterized by silence and calm. It is an opportunity for you to reacquaint yourself with the here and now and with yourself alone. The act of physically establishing a space for mindfulness helps to reinforce your goal to be present in the moment. The second technique is to pay attention to your breathing. The following stage is to direct your attention to the breath that you are taking. In spite of everything that is going on in the world around you, your breath is a potent anchor that can assist you in re-establishing a connection with the here and now. To start, take a few calm, deep breaths through your nose. First, take a long, deep breath in, allowing the air to fill your lungs, and then slowly exhale. You should become aware of the sensation of the breath entering and exiting your body while you perform this action. As you take a breath, you are reminded that you are alive and present in the moment. Let go of any tension or distractions that you may be experiencing and bring your attention back to the here and now with each inhalation. Bring your attention back to your breathing in a gentle manner if you find that your mind has wandered. Thoughts are a natural part of the human experience. However, the most important thing is to watch them without passing judgment on them and then restore your attention to your breathing. This ability to shift focus and release mental clutter is also something Eckhart Tolle refers to in The Power of Now, where he writes, "The present moment holds the key to liberation, but you cannot find the present moment as long as you are looking for it. The key lies in simply experiencing the moment without trying to control or change it. With each breath, you are inviting presence into your life, unfiltered by the lens of judgment or mental distractions." Let's now concentrate on number 3. Pay attention to your thoughts without judgment. As you continue to cultivate mindfulness of your breath, you will become aware that thoughts will continue to come to you. There is nothing abnormal about this. It is essential that you do not engage with these thoughts or allow them to completely consume you. Instead of doing that, make an effort to view them in an objective manner, as if you were watching clouds move across the sky. There is no need to pass judgment on these ideas. All you need to do is acknowledge their presence and then let them go. Whenever you become aware that your thoughts are wandering, return your focus back to your breath or the sensations that are occurring in your body in a gentle manner. Through this practice, you will be able to acquire the ability to detach yourself from your thoughts and bring your attention back to the here and now. In A New Earth, Tolle teaches us that the primary cause of unhappiness is never the situation, but your thoughts about it. By simply observing thoughts without judgment, you free yourself from the constant churn of negative thought patterns that shape your experience. This is an essential part of being present, to recognize that your thoughts are not who you are and that you can detach from them. This practice of detachment allows you to return to the peacefulness of the present moment, where true presence resides. Time for technique number 4. Accept and embrace the quietness. As part of the process of building presence, one of the most significant components is learning to embrace stillness. It is possible that you will have a sense of serenity and clarity during the pauses that occur between breaths. These brief intervals of stillness can be extremely invigorating since they provide a break from the continuous mental chatter that one is experiencing. The serenity and the peace that these moments provide should be appreciated, so make sure you give yourself enough time to truly feel them. In The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle emphasizes the importance of the space between your thoughts, those moments of stillness and silence that exist beyond the mind's chatter. He writes, "You are not your mind." The moment you realize this, a shift happens and you begin to feel the deep stillness that resides beneath the noise of the mind. These quiet moments allow you to experience a deeper sense of happiness or contentment, reminding you that simply being is a beautiful experience. The more you give yourself permission to relish these times, the more you will be able to establish a connection with this more profound sense of serenity. Here's the fifth technique. Make mindfulness a central part of your daily routine. The third step is to incorporate mindfulness into the tasks that you do on a daily basis. It is not necessary for you to meditate throughout the entire day. Rather, you can give yourself the opportunity to practice being present in whatever it is that you are doing. It is important to take a time to pause and concentrate on your breathing whenever you are doing something, whether it be washing dishes, walking to your car, or waiting in line at the grocery store. Check in with yourself and take note of the thoughts and emotions that you are experiencing at that same moment. This technique reflects Eckhart Tolle's teaching from A New Earth, where he explains that presence is not something you need to search for outside of yourself. Instead, it's about being completely engaged in whatever you are doing, no matter how mundane. He writes, "Realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. By incorporating mindfulness into these simple actions, you can break free from the constant autopilot mode of daily life and fully embrace the richness of each moment. You will be able to make the transition from living on autopilot to being completely engaged in the present moment if you make mindfulness a regular part of your routine." With the aid of this straightforward practice, you may find that your day-to-day existence is filled with more joy, clarity, and calm. Number 6. During times of high stress, keep your breath awareness in mind. One other effective application of breath awareness is when one is confronted with stressful circumstances. Taking a few deep breaths can help you feel more grounded and allow you to return to a state of serenity when you are experiencing feelings of being overwhelmed or stressed. Try to keep in mind that you are not your stress or your worries when you find yourself in these situations. Creating a sense of distance from the stress and returning to a state of inner peace can be accomplished by concentrating on your breath rather than the stress. This echoes Eckhart Tolle's wisdom in The Power of Now, where he highlights the importance of recognizing that you are not your thoughts or emotions, especially in stressful times. He says, "The primary cause of unhappiness is never the situation, but your thoughts about it. By shifting your attention to your breath, you can create a buffer between the stress and your true sense of self, allowing you to experience inner peace despite the external circumstances." Almost near the end with the final technique, number 7. Cultivate a sense of kindness and patience. Maintaining a presence is a process, not a destination in and of itself. Mastering the skill of being completely present in each and every moment is a process that requires both time and practice. As you continue to study and develop in this practice, remember to be patient with yourself. Keep in mind that it is quite normal for your mind to wander, and the most important thing is to bring your focus back to the current moment in a kind and non-judgmental manner. Eckhart Tolle's insights in A New Earth remind us that self-compassion is essential for spiritual growth. He advises accept, then act. Whatever you think the world is withholding from you, you are withholding from the world is withholding from the world. This is not just a call to be patient with the journey of cultivating presence, but to be kind to yourself as you learn to embrace the moment. As you practice mindfulness, you'll notice that old thought patterns and habits may resurface. Be gentle with yourself as you make progress, knowing that every step forward brings you closer to the peace and presence that you seek. In addition, It is essential to develop compassion for oneself along the course of this journey. It will take some time for you to learn how to break away from old thought patterns and habits, but you are making progress. While you are on this journey of self-discovery, remember to treat yourself with kindness. By implementing these straightforward yet effective tactics into your day-to-day life, you can start to feel a more profound connection with both yourself and the moment that you are currently experiencing. As you continue to cultivate mindfulness of your breath, you will discover that you become more centered, more grounded in the here and now, and more attuned to the richness of life. Please keep in mind that the purpose of this journey is not to get rid of your thoughts or to go away from your mindset. The key is to cultivate the awareness necessary to examine your thoughts without becoming engrossed in them. You will come to realize that you are not your thoughts as you continue to practice, and that a more profound and tranquil feeling of who you are is waiting for you in the background. This is precisely the teaching of Eckhart Tolle in The Power of Now, where he explores the notion that you are not your thoughts. He writes, "You are the awareness behind the thought. You are the awareness behind the thought. You are the stillness that watches the thought arise." With consistent practice, you will begin to understand that your true self is the awareness that observes your thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. This shift in perspective is one of the keys to experiencing a more peaceful and joyful life. You will be able to unleash the potential for a life that is more serene, present, and joyful as you continue on this path of self-discovery to make progress. Now is the time to take a few deep breaths, unwind, and take pleasure in the voyage. Stop wasting time and make every moment count in your life. Subscribe to Motivation Basics for daily motivational videos on personal growth. Show your commitment by liking the video and commenting the word "grow." Be sure to share it with someone who needs to slow down in life. We're in this together.